Imagine waking up one day and realizing you are not truly in control, not of your choices, not of your reactions, not even of the fears that hold you back. What if the life you think you're steering is being guided by something hidden, something unconscious? According to Carl Jung, deep within each of us resides a force, a part of the psyche that exists in darkness, shaping our thoughts, behaviors, and identities without our awareness. He called it the shadow self. It is not evil, nor malevolent. It is simply unseen. It's composed of the thoughts you deny, the emotions you repress, the instincts you were taught to suppress. But make no mistake, ignoring the shadow does not make it vanish. In fact, as Jung warned, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. So let us begin with a question. Are you truly in control? Or is your shadow quietly pulling the strings? What is the shadow self? The shadow self is the part of you that formed in silence in childhood, through conditioning and judgment. When you were told, don't be selfish, good people don't get angry, don't ask for too much, you learned to hide those parts of yourself. But the shadow doesn't disappear. It goes underground. It seeps into your decisions, your relationships, and your emotions. And one day, without warning, it erupts. Have you ever overreacted and later wondered, why did I do that? Sabotaged something good, love, opportunity, trust, and felt mystified by your own actions. Judged others harshly for traits that, deep down, you might envy or fear. These are not random lapses of character. They are whispers from the shadow, how the shadow shapes. Your life, your shadow, doesn't just hide in nightmares or therapy sessions. It lives in 1. Projection. You judge in others what you refuse to see in yourself. You might resent someone's confidence because you were taught to be small. You scorn ambition because you were told it was selfish. The harshest judgments are often mirrors of your own disowned self. Self-sabotage. The shadow interferes when you're on the brink of growth. That job offer you turned down, the love you pushed away, the passion you never pursued, the voice that says, you don't deserve this. That's not fate. That's your shadow keeping you safe in familiarity. Emotional reactivity, snapping at someone over nothing. Feeling deep jealousy, guilt, or fear with no clear cause. These are not personality flaws. They are the shadow's language, speaking in emotion, and yet most people go their entire lives unaware that they are being ruled by something unconscious. The Kaich, philosophical roots. This isn't just psychology. Great thinkers across time saw the danger of ignoring the self. Socrates was sentenced to death for asking people to confront their ignorance. Nietzsche warned that suppressing our true nature would lead to self-destruction. Jung believed the shadow reveals itself in our dreams, our triggers, our projections. What you deny will not die. It will manifest in distorted ways until you face it. The story of Michael. When the shadow speaks. Michael was the nice guy, polite, agreeable, always the one to avoid conflict. But beneath his smile was resentment. When others took credit for his work, he said nothing. When unfairly blamed, he stayed silent. But inside, his shadow was growing restless. Then one day, his boss unfairly accused him again, and Michael snapped, I work harder than anyone here, and I'm tired of being invisible. For the first time, his true feelings broke through. Everyone was stunned, including Michael. That outburst wasn't random. It was the voice of years of suppressed emotion, finally speaking. Michael's shadow wasn't born in that moment. It had always been there. The difference was that now he saw it. So how do you face your shadow? Jung called it shadow work, not shadow erasure. You do not defeat the shadow. You integrate it. You make it conscious. You give it a seat at the table without giving it the wheel. Here's how. Step 1. Notice your triggers. Ask, what makes me irrationally angry, jealous, or judgmental? If you despise arrogance, do you secretly crave boldness? If laziness bothers you, have you denied yourself rest? If ambition irritates you, were you taught to settle? Every emotional trigger is a breadcrumb. Follow it inward. Step 2. Practice. Shadow journaling. Your shadow is like a locked room in your mind. Journaling is the key. Write without censoring. Ask, what do I fear? What do I envy? What do I deny? Let the uncomfortable truth surface. Don't judge what comes up. Observe it. Learn from it. You are not what you write. You are the one witnessing it. Step 3. Integrate. The shadow integration means giving space to every part of you. When anger arises, ask, what boundary was crossed? When jealousy stirs, ask, what desire have I disowned? When fear whispers, ask, what truth am I avoiding? Speak to your shadow. I see you, I accept you, but you do not control me. Over time, your shadow becomes less of a saboteur and more of a guide. Final reflection, Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Most people don't realize they are living in reaction, not intention. They confuse their conditioning for truth. They mistake the voice of fear for wisdom. But now you know, you can continue letting your unconscious run the show, or you can face what you've avoided and reclaim your life, because your shadow is not your enemy. It is your key to authenticity, wholeness, and freedom. So I ask you, what part of yourself have you been avoiding? And what is your shadow trying to tell you? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this reflection meaningful, subscribe for more explorations of the unseen forces shaping your life. This is only the beginning.